We're working on 4.1 today. So if I have the equation 3x minus 1 equals 11, and I say that the solution is x equals 4, what does that mean? What does it mean to be the solution of an equation? It's the number that you can plug in to make the equation true. So if I plug 4 in there, 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 minus 1 is 11. Now in this case, 4 is the only number that will satisfy this equation. So if I try something else, like negative 2, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, minus 1 is negative 7. That is not equal to 11, so that is not a solution. Yeah, this is mostly review. So for question number 1, you're going to be plugging in those numbers to see which one works. So we can try 7. 8 times 7 is 56 minus 9. Is that going to be equal to 15? Not even close. Okay. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 minus 9 is 15. So that one is correct. Does that mean that the other two will not work? Not necessarily. There could be two solutions depending on the type of the equation. Okay. Look at number 2. This is just a review of solving. How do I solve for y? Well, we have to figure out what number hits y first. So y is influenced by a multiply by 4 and an add 16. Which one happens first? The 4. Why? And its multiplication, and multiplication is higher on the list in order of operations. So this is step number 1, and this is step number 2. To solve the equation, we just go backwards. We undo step number 2 by subtracting 16. And I get 4y equals 48. And then divide by 4. Y equals 12. Okay? And there really is no reason why you should ever get one of these wrong, because you can always plug that number in. 4 times 12 is 48, plus 16 is 64. That is a true statement, so we did it correctly. Okay. How would you solve number 3? Subtract 2. 218 is equal to negative x. Divide by negative 1, or you could just change the signs. So x is negative 218. Okay. There are two different ways you can solve number 5. You could multiply the 2 in and get 4x minus 14 equals 18. And then this would be step 1 and this would be step 2. We work backwards. Add 14. 4x is equal to 32. Divide by 4. So x is 8. Okay. How else could I solve that? Well, I could just start solving before I multiply the 2 in. So according to order of operations, if we look at x, this is step 1, this is step 2, and this is step 3. Then you undo them in reverse order. How do you undo the 2, the first 2? You divide by 2. And 2x minus 7 is equal to 9. At 7. 2x equals 14. And divide by 2. we get x equals 7. Yeah, so that's what I did the first time. So you can multiply the 2 in and solve, or you could divide the 2 to the other side and then solve. Okay. What are we going to do for number 7? That's the second step. So this would be step 1. Step 2, we got to go backwards. Subtract 3.4. And then, how do you get rid of divide by 3? Multiply by 3. Okay. Number 8, what do we do? Number 8, we have 2 v's. We have v's in 2 different places, so we need to combine like terms. What is 4v plus 2v? 6v equals 48, and then we would divide by 6. Okay. Something similar happens in number 9. I need to subtract the 9 to the other side. Negative 28 is equal to, and then I need to combine these. 2x minus 6x is negative 4x. And then I would divide by negative 4. And x would be 7. Okay, how would you do 10? We need to get the u's on one side. Should we move them all to the left or all to the right? Let's move them to the left. That way I avoid a negative. So subtract u, 5u equals 10, and then divide by 5. U would be 2. Something similar happens on number 11. I'm going to subtract the 15u to the left, and I'm going to subtract the 20 to the right. So on the left side I have 22u is equal to, wait, that's not right, 32. That's a 15. So 32u is equal to negative 32, and then divide by 32, and u would be negative 1. Okay. Number 12 is sort of similar, but first I need to divide or multiply that 5 in and then solve. And that might be everything we need. Oh, 14. 14 kind of puts everything we've done into one problem. So let's distribute the 6 and distribute the negative 7. The left side would be 6w minus 30, and then subtract 2, is equal to 28w minus 14 minus 8w. I'm going to move all of the numbers to the left, so plus 14, and I'm going to move the variables to the right, so that goes away, that goes away. So on the left side I have a negative 30 and a 14, which makes 16, minus 2 is 14. And then for the w's, I have 28w minus 8w, which is 20w, minus 6w would be 14w. Divide by 14, and w equals 1. Okay. Get to work.